Hello, you lovely people on YouTube. I am back. Sorry about how I ended the last part of this. Um, there was a miscommunication on my part, and it's been settled. Sorry about that. Um, but I am back. Hopefully, I'll actually be having some people join me this time. Um, but it is up to them. And hopefully, I don't crash and burn as badly as as the last section ended up crashing and burning. That was just fun. So, welcome back, Amazing Lover 96. And any other viewers who intend on joining me in this. Okay, hello, Will, then. Um, do you have any questions for me? Or anything? Because once again, I state that I am not the most entertaining by myself. So, do forgive me for that, for not being the most entertaining. I just wish I had people to join me. Huh. My most scary experience, like supernaturally or just like in real life? Because I mean, I am kind of a channel about narrating supernatural slash horror things. Um, but in real life, I'd besides two events in my life that I'm not going to get into, the scariest thing to most other people that I've been through was when I was like around 3 or 4. And my family was new to Ohio. I ended up falling in a lake. I personally wasn't scared, but it scared everyone else because I was small and at that time I didn't know how to swim. So yeah. Um I don't really think I've had any other truly scary experiences. Um I need other people to get in on questioning me and talking with me because I'm not very entertaining by myself. I could try and see if someone. So, keep asking me questions and everything. Because, yeah. I I need a direction to go in to keep me entertaining so that way there's not like a bunch of dead air. Because dead air is never fun. Dead air is just dead air. And I mean, then again, me just rambling can't be overly fun either. But I can always try and invite some people into this and see if they'll wander in. Let's try. Fine. Fine. Da, 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 da. And, da, 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 da. I'm not actually sure if who. Yes, I do play video games. Will. I don't play video games all that often, and I've played a mixture of both console games and non-console games, regular computer games, and I have a 2DS, and I have Pokemon Ultra Sun. I do play video games. I'm just not an overly big gamer, so to say. La la la. I do a lot of voice acting in my spare time, but that's not really video games. This entire channel is about voice acting, technically. It's Are there any voice impressions that you would like me to take a stab at? I think I can do Elizabeth from Seven Deadly Sins fairly well, and I do an okay Haruhi, not the best. I can also do like one line that's okay with CL. But that's up to you. If you want to hear me do some probably terrible voice acting of anime characters, do let me know. Let's try and drag some people in here because I'm only invite. I've just sent invitations. Oh, that's cool that you have a little show on another YouTube channel. I'm not sure if I've heard of Immunity Zero, but I'll have to check it out. Because cool. I'd like to see your own little show on someone else's YouTube channel. And sorry, I apologize to anyone else who's viewing. I have 2 viewers. Cool. I apologize to my 2 viewers if one of them is not myself, which of course it probably is. About all of the dead air, the silence that is going on. So let's see, how do I Oh, Cool. I'm not sure if I've heard of Creepy Blonde Girl or Dr. Creepin', but um when I think of like big narrators in regards to like creepypasta people, I think of Mr. Creepypasta, uh Creeps McPasta. Those are the top two names that I think of when it comes to thinking of just general big narrators. And I actually on this channel did an interview with Mr. Creepypasta, and I was psyched, and there were technical difficulties, and that was just fun. Anyway, I've also interviewed Barnabas Demos, the Right Hand of Doom, and a few other YouTubers such as Lupus Creepus. All of these interviews you can of course find on my YouTube channel here. You can look through my videos and find them there, and you know, you'll be able to see which YouTubers I have interviewed on my channel. And I also did a special interview with an author, Lydia Scher. She is the author of a book series called Love, Lies, and Hocus Pocus, which is basically kind of like a mix between Harry Potter and Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It is kind of young adult, kind of, but also more mature-ish at the same time. It's a fantasy novel involving magic and talking cats, and it is a very good book series. And she also has another series called that is kind of a spin-off series, but it is about one of the main characters in the Love, Lies, and Hocus Pocus series, called Accidental Witch, and that is the backstory of the character Sebastian. And off the top of my head, I do not know who that is, so I'm going to Google him. Or her, whoever that is. A YouTuber. Cool. But probably also an author. But up until today, no, I have not heard of them. Rainier Lewington. Hopefully I'm pronouncing their name correctly. I may or may not be. I don't know. So here we are now, lost together. Here we are now, alone. Yeah, I kind of figured that out. But thank you for helping me figure out what gender Rainier, however you pronounce his name, the gender of that specific person, because I hate to misgender anyone. So if you go by a specific pronoun, let me know. If you don't, okay. Anyway, I'm still trying not to ramble on too much, but this is kind of a chill time where I'm talking to you guys, my audience, even though I don't have a very big audience even watching this stream. So, there's that. I just want more people looking in here. But I'm still a fairly small YouTuber. I don't have a large following, and I'm just doing my best. And as I stated in the first part that I kind of crashed and burned at the end there, sure, you can join the stream. Can I get your email, or hold on? Let's see. Let's see. Amazing Lover 96. Let's see if I can get you in here. Because, yeah. Because, I mean, having you in here would be a lot easier for you to ask me questions compared to me just talking at you and you taking your lovely time to respond, and I don't know what the lag is like. Let's see. Go. Da, da, da. So I'm trying to find you here. So 96. Let's see. There you are. You are a YouTuber. Share. No, that's not the right thing. Live chat. Maybe not that one. I'm not sure how to get you in here. That's the problem. Okay. I'm trying to figure it out here. Okay. Thank you. I will send you the link via Twitter. I will tweet it at you. I will link. Will. Twitter. Here we go. La-da. La-da-da-da. Oh, look. There you are, already messaging me. So yeah, just give me a moment and I'll get you right on in here. There you go. Oh, okay. Now I know who you are. Just, you have been linked. So feel free to join me at your leisure. And it's kind of funny how this is becoming more of a you question me. Oh, look, hello, you're here.
Yep.
You're a bit quiet, so I'm going to turn you up. Ah.
Good.
Let's see, did that work at all? Yeah. So, hello. Welcome to my stream.
Yeah, hang on. Let me send the link out. Share this with everybody because this is going a bit slow.
Yeah. This is a chill stream, and with me not being very interesting and not really having anything to do, of course it is going to be a bit slow. And, not many people are even watching this, so maybe you can get me some new viewers, maybe... we'll just have to wait and see then. So, here we are, the wait for people to migrate.
I tweeted it out to everybody.
Woo!
I'm getting a lot of people following me since I've been doing this 3 stories a month thing.
Yeah, on Twitter, I actually don't have all that many followers. I only have, like 64 followers. Actually, no. I'm following 64 people. I have 30 followers on Twitter. But on Facebook, the Facebook page I have for my YouTube channel, guess how many people have liked it and follow my page?
I don't know how many.
286
That's not bad.
have liked the page and followed the page, and it's like, okay, cool. Why haven't you migrated to my YouTube channel yet? Do you just follow the Facebook page? I don't really post much on it. I don't have a huge social media presence. It's just kind of funny, like, how?
Oh, yeah, but I don't know. People just like things on Facebook and then forget about them. I'm guilty of doing that when I had a Facebook. But on Twitter, I have about 222 followers and 600, and I'm following 656 people. Yeah, I don't.
At some point, maybe. Do excuse me for sneezing. At some point, maybe we will be joined by Creepheart.
I remember screwing with you guys a while back.
Oh?
Mm-hmm.
In the comments?
Yeah. What?
Or, like, screwing with us as, like, on one of these random live streams. Just being in the comments.
Well, no, I was streaming with you. I was on the live stream with you guys a few, like, during the summer. I don't know.
Yeah, probably a while back. Just, like, get random people in here.
Yeah.
And, well, here you are now on my stream. Yeah, when it's a chill stream with no plan, and hopefully it won't absolutely do a downward spiral like the last half.
Yeah. Sound like something came up, but like, well, I'm kind of having a writer's block at the moment. Like, I'm trying to think of what I could do for the first story of the month, which is going to be the story called Interference, which is about this guy who is one of the youngest people who made the New York Times bestseller list, and he's trying to think of his next book to write, and he doesn't want to like wallow in all the fame and money and that he's making off this new book because he knows it's only going to last so long, and he doesn't want to be a one-hit wonder. So he finds this website, since somebody suggested that he writes paranormal stuff. So being a huge skeptic, a lot of research on it and stuff. And he finds this website and it's a website about ghosts, and thinking it's some cheesy website, he still clicks on it, but he realizes that it's actually
it's real.
That.
Like, dun dun dun, it's real. Full of demons. Get wrecked.
I wouldn't say it's not really full of demons or anything, but it's like the way I've organized my universe is that, well, all my stories take place in the same universe, in which
like Marvel.
Yeah, I call it the William Shoney universe, and it's full of all the gods and mythology and all the monsters and shit. So, like, he knows about mythology and stuff, but he doesn't really believe in it. But what the world he finds is not like, the Greek underworld or the Abrahamic hell or stuff like that. It's like it's a different world entirely. It's a world where souls are like trapped.
So like purgatory.
Wouldn't say that it's like that either. It's more like these spirits only want one thing, what they don't have, and that's life. So to keep from preying on living beings, they're sent to that world, and he's warned by somebody not to open up that gateway to that world, or things aren't going to end
well. Interesting.
Basically, those souls are ghosts that really can't let go of what they had in the past.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
And I'm also
an interesting concept.
yeah. I'm also cleaning up a couple stories I wrote back in high school. Like there's another one called 113. It's about a haunted hotel.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um, as my YouTube channel has heard me mention several times before and probably talk about on a live stream or two, I have a kind of big project going for me that's still in the processes of being made. It's called Angel, and give me a moment and I will pull up the plot synopsis and read it off. So here is the synopsis for all of my lovely viewers, or lack thereof of viewers, to this live stream. The plot synopsis of my project, Angel. The city of Haven is a paradise. Crime is at an all-time low. The people are wealthy, and the all-powerful Lazarus Enterprises helps to improve the lives of citizens every single day. Or so you'd be led to believe. Crime runs amok in the lower city, corruption runs through the police force, and while the mayor of Haven City appears to be in control, the billionaire tycoon, Sebastian O'Neill, secretly rules the city through his connections with the police force and his legion of superpowered humans. Haley Michaelis was meant to be the latest addition to his superpowered experiments, but after she escapes with the help of a shrewd and driven police officer, Haley is on the run from O'Neill and his private army. Along the way, she'll meet with other rogue experiments, escape conflict with O'Neill's forces, and find a way to restore order and stability to a city that cries out for salvation. And that is the synopsis of my project Angel, and eventually, once I'm at a better point, I'll get my voice actors together and do a little preview of what I'm going to be adapting, not only into like its own little novel series, maybe series, I'm not sure, but its own little novel thing, but along with a audio drama / production.
Cool.
Yep. Let's see. If only I could drag one of the few big names in here, like MCP, Mr. Creepypasta. Because I mean, I know him. I just don't know him all that well. Let's see. I really wish there were more people who I actually knew. Anyway. Let's see. I may or may not have to like try and drag someone in. Da, 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 da.
So do you have you read any of the Percy Jackson books?
Yes, I have. But a while ago, and I don't necessarily remember them off the top of my head.
I have the Heroes of Olympus series, and like I have the Kane Chronicles, and I have the Magnus Chase, couple of Magnus Chase books that Rick Riordan wrote.
Mm.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't really westernize the whole all the mythologies, so that's why I kind of did my own thing with my novels.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
with novels and stories, that's what authors generally like to do. They like to take a concept and then spin it in their own way, making it a completely different concept.
Yeah. It just seemed a little ridiculous because I read all the myths back when I was in middle school, and then seeing the way the gods are portrayed are, eh.
Yeah.
Because like Zeus is very cold-hearted and cruel, but then in Percy Jackson, he's portrayed as just a regular dad.
Yeah.
And Artemis is supposed to be very callous and tough, but in Percy Jackson, she's kind of a sex symbol.
Yeah.
Because she's described as some hot chick that all the satyrs want, but they can't have because she has this. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Lydia Share also has kind of her own epic fantasy novel. That was released within a box set called Wrath and Ruin. You should check it out. Called When the Gods Laughed. And she takes kind of the concepts of the various gods and kind of puts a bit of a spin on it. Like, the god of disease is named Poxel. There's fortune, luck, like fortune and lady luck, wine, etc. All of the various different kinds of gods. And I know that also in the book there is going to be a god of basically incompetence, but that was made by all of the other gods because Lady Luck / that deity, the male version of Lady Luck, I can't think of that character's name, in the very beginning makes a wager to like, oh, why don't we have a little fun by creating a god? And it's like, I guarantee you won't be laughing. So all you have to do to win this wager is to have a little fun. But that's the main premise of what I know, because I don't want to give spoilers out about the book, even though I just did. But it is still an interesting concept that I'm looking forward to going through in depth. I just need to find time in between getting my college stuff done and potentially getting something out for my YouTube channel.
I never went to college, which a lot of people have looked down on me for that.
It's okay. Not everyone goes to college.
I knew I couldn't afford it, so I'm like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, college is expensive. Believe me, it's expensive. You pay out the ass for things. But I'm managing. Being an adult and having to pay things and etc.
Being an adult can suck a lot. But I think there's more positive than negative in being an adult.
I mean, being an adult sucks, but there are a lot of positives to being an adult.
You can stay out till like 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, and screw yourself over the next day.
Well, I don't drink that much. Granted, I'm drinking a beer right now. But
I don't drink because but it's like screw yourself over the next morning, like by staying up and then forgetting you have things to do until like, oh shit, fuck, I have things to do. Again, channel, do mind my language, pardon my French or whatever word that the F word is technically derived from. I mean, technically all words are kind of a derivative of Latin, but that doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah. But I just decided to take more of a risk and kind of go the extra mile and just, follow my dream instead of just going to school for another 4 years.
Yeah.
It's been a rough way to go. I mean, for real. Like, I got out of school and then I went straight to. I got a job working at UPS on the night shift, and then Well, it was okay for a while, and then I stopped doing it for personal reasons. And then things weren't exactly easy my first few months getting out of high school, and then and the year after that, it was I got a job at a grocery store, which that didn't work out, and then I got a job in a factory, and then I got fired from that because that ended up being a disaster because I you know how you seen I Love Lucy?
I I don't think I've actually seen it, but the
Remember
name
the
is familiar.
remember the episode where the chocolates get flung everywhere and she's working in the factory?
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Oh well, that in that episode that happened, and like my job was to take the tortillas off the conveyor belt and put them in boxes, and then but for some reason they kept speeding up faster and faster and faster. Next thing you know, tortillas are everywhere, and it was just a big mess, and they just fired me on the spot.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Sounds like you haven't had the best of luck with jobs.
yeah. Then but it was the best part about that was my birthday was coming up, so that made me feel better. But I'm not. I just think of it as I would like to look back on it and laugh because I don't think I would have made it that much over at that place anyway because I think there was some shady shit going on going on over there because well I don't want to get into why, but yeah. Anyway, I my birthday came up, and not long after that I got a I continued my water selling business on the Kentucky Derby, but so that ended, and I
Hmm.
invested a lot of money in that because I thought that year was going to be the best year ever, but I ended up blowing like $800 on that, and then that failed. But so I did that. I sold water at the Derby from 2006 to 2016, so about 10 years, and yeah, that was a good gig I had going on for a while until that ended pretty badly. But yeah,
Okay.
but I got a job at an ice cream shop afterwards, and then I got fired on the second day.
Oof.
Yeah, they said I was a package of
You
material, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what that means, but all right. So, but I
you
still got this.
really haven't had luck with jobs.
Yeah, eh. Then I went back to UPS, and things were great. And then I voluntarily left there because I just got tired of doing the hard work. And
Okay.
so, yeah, I'm not the type of guy who stays at a job long term. I just go there.
I can tell.
I just go there, do what I need to do, and then I go. My first job was actually volunteering at my church and
Hmm.
then yeah, then my mom paid me $25 a week, and then they had me the next year. They had me working there officially, and they paid me $200 a week. So that was a nice summer job.
Hmm.
But yeah, at least my resume is good. I mean, they chose that I have work experience.
Yeah. A lot of variety of work experience too.
Yeah, and also worked with my dad on his rental property, so I know how to work with my hands.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm glad to be out of high school too because I was a
Yeah, high school sucks. And
although 2012 and 2013, I'd say my first three years were good in high school. Looking back on it,
mm, and high school really sucked. And I mean, 90% of the things the teachers was like, "Oh, you'll need this in college." 90% of them you don't need in college because the college schedule is so much easier than high school.
It is.
Because instead of having 7 classes in one day, you have like 5 classes per semester on various days of the week. Like you could have 3 classes and then 1 class or 2 classes.
Yep. But the only thing I usually use from that I learned from school is basic English. Well, more than just basic English. Pretty much all of English because I'm a writer. What else? I use basic math, and I use history a whole lot. And what else? That's about it. I mean, if I'm writing about science, I'm just that's some occasional, but I don't really use much science for real. Despite I dedicated most of my childhood to trying to become an astronomer. Like I read every book on astronomy in the library in elementary school. I read I read a lot of them in middle school too, and then I decided I didn't want to. This was not the career I wanted to do, so I switched to being a writer.
I mean, writing is something that I eventually want to do, but I also want to get my degree first.
Yeah, that's. What are you trying to get your degree in?
Psychology.
Oh, well somebody else mentioned that they were trying to do that too. He's trying to become a clinical psychologist. Are you trying to do the same?
I'm not necessarily trying to become a clinical psychologist. I actually don't know what I want to do within the field of psychology. I just know that in the grand scheme of things, at the end of the day, I want to make a difference in the world / someone's life. It doesn't have to be in clinical psychology. It can be in some other field of psychology.
Uh,
So yeah. Um let's see. What else can we I don't know. I might just call a stream here even though it's still very short, still relatively short. Because well, there's not really much to say. Um
yeah, not
thank you
very.
for thank you for joining me, and thank you all who are going to take the time and actually sit down and listen to this rambling mess of mine, and with Will, or with Will, who was kind enough to join me. I will see y'all the next time.